I really do need to take a look at these forging Zor stuff, but if I can actually click on that, you'll see I have no standing and I'm halfway to leveling this thing up, not even that. So I've put this off, but with the event going, yeah, I've caved and I've picked up a link so I can combine these things. Where is it? I already have the handle because I picked up the handle. I will be picking up quite a few of these. And the rapier blade itself. I was putting this off because I wasn't actually sure this was actually the rapier blade. We're gonna go to Old Man, let's just call him the miner here. Go to Browse Wares and pick up the actual blueprint because it's been that long since I've looked at these. I didn't realise these have been made reusable. So I think it's time to just build some of these things. Oh, I want that infested rapier. It's supposedly a really good weapon as well. So starting playing with the Zor stuff there, I can't see a better place to start. Unless I can get that blade that has the teeth in it. I also want one of them with an infested grip. Little bit of mining. Thought, I know, I'll come in and I'll build this. Yep. I'm a little bit short, but that's not a problem. I did happen to have enough to build some more. It's weird, but I did pick up... Wait. That's a... Oh no, that's a blade. I'm planning on building that as well. And I did pick up a spare one of these as well as... Basically, I'm going to pick up several of each because once these have gone... We're not really sure when, or for that matter, if these things will actually be returning. So, lastly, build the blade. Claim all them, and the best thing is, the third one should... Okay, the third one's not going to pop up. It better have actually given me that. Now head back to Cetus, where I can finally get to see how this system works. So, forges are using the Plague Blade with a Plague Handle. Ah, look at the creation. I don't really have much of a choice. You need to put a link in there, so link it is. Ugh. See, it is in fact a rapier. It does have a fairly slow attack speed because that's what this does. This increased damage with a sacrifice to attack speed. Should have a green energy colour to it, but wow, is that all it costs? 4,000 credits. I know there's a lot of resources and everything that go into this, but I wonder what this is going to be like. Let's just... Actually, building a Zor, insanely quick. It's now built and equipable. It didn't seem to... I probably missed the place where I was supposed to name this thing, because it just threw it in there, kind of like it did with this thing. Just throws it in there. It did the same thing, but it's time to go play with this. I didn't get to put a polarity on it either. This is where buying them just is kind of better, because as weird as it is, at least when you buy these things from him, you can actually put a polarity in them. Of course, the reason that you can't do that, or you can't name it, is because you need to get them to level 30 to be able to gild them. And that, it looks like that's where you add the format to it as well. You need to get it to level 30 before you can donate it. And one of the nice touches I actually liked about this, you have to get it to 30 before you can even rename it. The level 18 one I have doesn't even pop up here. I do think it was also a nice touch because there are people who haven't got the time to put in for basically going through all of this and unlocking all of the parts, doing the mining, and that's one of the reasons I do like Warframe. You can go into today's special and, yep, you also cannot upgrade them at all. You can't put a catalyst in them, or basically you cannot even put a format in them. You can't do anything to it until it has been gilded. All you can do is basically level these things up. So let's jump in and see what I can actually do with this thing. once, of course, you do get to trusted level with the Ostrom standing, you get to... I've completely forgotten what they're called, wisps, and you have a spare 5,000 standing. You can, of course, finally gild your weapon. And doing this, it's basically like putting a former in. You can add a polarity to it and name it. Oh, I had a name and I can't remember what it was. Yes, I can. Don't ask. Just don't ask. But once done, it is now a viable weapon. Should be able to go in and have a look at it now. Okay, wow. Those colours. Yeah. That looks much better once you've actually gilded it. You need to gild it to put lenses on it, to former it, to name it, to do anything whatsoever to it. I'm just wondering if maybe it's because I have the stances on it. Yes, because I have stuff on it, it changed the stats to it. It's still not that bad of a weapon. It's still a pretty fun little process to go through to build weapons. You have to level them up twice. There is basically no avoiding this, but I will admit, that is one nice looking sword with those green spots on. Not the best damage wise, and to be fair, that attack speed kind of slow. I am really regretting using that particular link, but it was all that was available to me at the time, and obviously this is why I say during the event is probably the best time to get spares for this. So if you do what I did there and now the better links are available to me, I may be tempted on rebuilding this, but I think I'll keep this one just simply because this was the first one that I actually built. It took me way longer than I would have liked, or way longer than I would like to admit, to actually get round to building a weapon this way, but I'm kind of glad my first Tsar weapon was one of the infected ones from the Plague Star event. In theory, once the event ends, these parts won't be available anymore, so the weapon will always be just that little bit special. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.